values from my father, and I'm finding out as I get older that they're actually Jewish values, even though he was not an observant Jew. But just do unto others is, really a major thing, supposedly, in all religions.
I'm a Holocaust scholar, first and foremost. So speaking to the art within Jewish religion, I can talk to an extent.
Visuals are extremely important. I was a docent in art museums, and I would ask kids especially to look at a picture and tell me what they think they saw, or what they thought it was all about. And kids are amazing. They come up with wonderful stories. Adults aren't so good because they think they're supposed to understand and know everything, and they're kind of tongue-tied because they don't want to say the wrong thing. And sometimes when kids get so carried away that they're writing wonderful creative stuff, I say, would you like to know what the artist was trying to show you? But for the most part, when they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, it is. You can read about it, you can talk to people, but that visual impact is just powerful, and that's what artists are trying to do.
Oh, I think that visualization, of course, is of critical importance in regard to getting at past, but also at present events. We also have, from now more and more, scholars in the field of memory studies, plenty of evidence, of the importance of visual art and visualization, the use of photography, for example, in terms of triggering, memories of past events or conveying specific, means of it. And if you think about it, in terms of, kind of mass impact and the like, you have, Holocaust scholars at some Ivy League or non-Ivy League institutions, kind of, given lectures to a small group of other scholars, or even a larger group of students. But if you compare it to, in fact, visualization of something in the form of a documentary, of a feature film, of an exhibit, for example, as well, you have much further reaching impact.
For one thing, Jewish houses of worship do not have any human figures. That was a injunction way back in the Ten Commandments. So you'll see writing, you'll see designs, but you won't see figures.
For our project, we painted the Tree of Life. We saw it everywhere in the temple, so we thought it'd be perfect to paint for our project. We used acrylics that we had to layer over a few times so the colors really came through. We used blues mostly for the background just because in the temple, the stained glass windows, there were a lot of blues used, so I thought that would go great with the project. We chose the Tree of Life because you're not supposed to depict a person in a painting, so that's why we tried to steer clear of that. And we used the Tree of Life just because of the overall meaning and happiness of the symbol, and the only difficulties I really had with the project was just deciding on what to do because, we're not allowed to do people, so I wasn't exactly sure what I could do. But we ended up doing the Tree of Life, and it looks really good.
Yes, some of the Jewish art has lots and lots of Hebrew lettering, and they will do symbolic things, like they'll show a picture of the wine glass and the challah for Sabbath, and then they'll have lettering. I did go to a whole exhibit, I believe it was in the Raleigh Museum, that was Jewish art, and it was called The Word. It could have been at the Chapel Hill Museum, and it was just everything involved Hebrew letters. It's so ancient, and it's so detailed in how it's done, and I don't know if you know anything about the scribes, but when they print the Torah, I think you had this with Lillian's class, when they print the Torah, it has to be perfect. And if they make a mistake, they can't use that piece of parchment. They have to start all over again. And if you have a Torah that is damaged, it has to be discarded because the word has got to be absolutely perfect.